All right, with the conference championship games coming up, who do I think is going to win? Well, Ohio State's going to beat Wisconsin, I believe. Now, I hesitate because Wisconsin got 35-7 or 38-7, and after that game, Justin Fields, I think it was Justin Fields who said that they could score 50 on them. That's some bulletin board material. In rematches in the same season, some people say you don't want to play the same team twice. Well, that goes back and forth. The data for that doesn't really say that. So, but Wisconsin got blown out. It's not like Memphis and Cincinnati where I think Memphis will have an easier time. But that game was specifically close. Ohio State and Wisconsin, this is a tough game because, the point spread is 16 and a half. Ohio State's going to win this game. Wisconsin can play mad and keep it close. Ohio State's just as likely to win by 3 touchdowns. I don't know. I don't know about this game. Ohio State's going to win, but if you are gambling, not that I support gambling, but if you would, I wouldn't lay money on that. I think this game is just a stay away game. Most of these games are. The Oregon against Utah, that's a stay away game. I think people think that Utah's playing for the national title. Well, Oregon's playing for the Big 12, the Pac-12 title. So, that's not a stay away. I kind of like the idea of Oregon getting points, Oregon getting 6.5. If I had to go somewhere, I would go there. So maybe that's the pick, Oregon plus 6.5. But I wouldn't do it. I would stay away. Georgia against LSU. Maybe that's the game. Georgia plus 7.5 against LSU. LSU has a great offense. Georgia's got a great defense. Now with Swift, he's probably coming back. Georgia has just blown it when they played Alabama. They had the game, and Alabama just took it from them. So I don't trust Georgia at all. But 7.5 is over a touchdown. So if it went into overtime, Georgia would still win. Now that Memphis and Cincinnati line, I think it's around 10. I think Memphis is going to win, but I think they're going to win by like 7. Now they could win by 10. So out of all these games, definitely the Ohio State game is the one to stay away from. I would go probably with Oregon plus 6.5, but I'm not going with any of these games, any of the champions. Now Baylor and Oklahoma. Yeah, I'd go Oklahoma money line, but then you'd be giving up like minus 375, minus 350. Oklahoma hasn't been beating people by double digits that often. They beat Oklahoma State by double digits recently, but the 3 or 4 games before that they hadn't. And that last Baylor game, Baylor should have won, but a lot of teams should have won but didn't win. It matters if you won or not. They were up. They would have stayed aggressive. Basically, Jalen Hurts just ran the ball. He just kept on running like power plays the whole game. So that's not going to work against an Ohio State defense or an LSU or a Georgia defense or a Clemson defense. That won't work against. I'm not even going to talk about the Clemson. Maybe that's the best play. I'll take that's the best play. Clemson minus 29 against Virginia. Isn't that crazy? 29 points. But if you're going to gamble, and I'm not saying it's good to do. It's better to give your money to someone in need. If you're going to It's better to bet on sports, though, than to play the lottery or to play a slot machine. At least you have a 50% chance of winning. So that's if you're going to do it, do sports. Do sports or blackjack. Those are the ones that you have the best chance. But it's blackjack, you got to have, that's kind of foreign to me. I know basically how it works, but I don't feel like getting educated on blackjack and when to hold or when to get a new card, like 15 or 16. If I had 15, do I want a card? Probably 16. Blackjack's not the thing for me. And it seems like the dealer has such an advantage of blackjack. Anyway, back to this. Back to sports. I like sports more than blackjack. That's what I would do. Clemson's they're mad. And Dabo Swinney, he is a good motivator. And Venables is one of the best, if not the best, defensive coach. So yeah, I see this game, being the one to go with minus 29 points. And then if you're betting live, if you're watching the game, if it's closer, just keep on going with Clemson. That would be my advice. Small though. I mean, you should never bet more than you have the ability to lose. And that is why someone should look into Jesus Christ, because you should not gamble with more than what you can lose. And none of us can afford to lose our eternal lives. Jesus Christ is the only way to heaven. He's it. I know, talking about sports onto faith. Not religion, but onto faith. Guess you can nitpick and say it's a religion, but to me it's a lifestyle, it's a relationship with God. I guess a Muslim would say it's a faith, it's a religion. Anyway, that's just semantics. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye.